Blackwater the Flood. My guilty pleasure. Hey guys, I went to the bookshop. It was rainy and gloomy and the weather was just really calling for some reading. I'll show you the books I got and then I can do a little rundown of what I read this month of January. It wasn't much, I only read 2 books, but I'll talk about them anyways. I got 2 new books. The second book in the Blackwater series. This is such a beautiful edition, so that's why I bought the physical copy and I didn't just read it on Kindle, because I read most of my books on Kindle for various reasons. I just don't have anywhere else to put books, so I only ever buy ones that are very beautiful or books that I can share with other people. So the Blackwater series, I thought of my dad while reading this and I was like, I think my dad's gonna really like it. So now we're both reading it. So he's in the middle of the first one and I'm gonna start on the second one. So when he's done with this, he can have this one to read. So books that I think are interesting to share with other people, I'll buy them physically. But yeah, I mainly just read on my Kindle. So these trips to buy books in the bookstore are a little bit rare. And also, physical books are very expensive where I live, so that's another reason why I read on the Kindle. So if a book is on sale and I think it's worth getting it, then I'll get the physical copy. And that's why I got The Devil Wears Prada. It was on sale, it was like half the price. And look at this edition, it's stunning. And it's also a book that after I read it, I'm gonna give it to my mom so she can read it as well. And that's why I decided to get the physical copy. So I read Blackwater the Flood when I was in my New Year's trip. So it was my first read of 2026. I think I read this book in like 2 or 3 days, max 3 days. It's a very small book, so it was really fun to read while on a holiday. This is a very like small town mystery vibe. I thought it was going to be a little bit more horror than it actually is, at least the first one. I have no idea how the rest of the series progresses, but it's a very intimate writing style, and it's about this small town in Alabama, And I think it's set in it's early 1900s. It's 1919. It follows the events of this tiny town after a flood, and they find this mystery woman who apparently was stuck in a hotel during the whole flood, and they rescue her, but she's not from the town. She's like this mysterious girl that just showed up. And I don't want to give any spoilers, so that's all I'm gonna say. But the vibe is very much a cozy mystery because it's such a small town. You're following all the characters just gossiping about their neighbors and about the things that are happening. So it's very much character paced. It's not plot based at all. Like, the only plot point of this book is that there was a flood and now the town is dealing with it. That's basically the plot. There are some plot points that are gonna lead to this one concerning the whole water situation from the town. I pretty much want to continue the series because of the whole gossip. The writing style is pretty good. I had never read Michael McDowell before, but yeah, I was very intrigued, so I picked up the second book in the series. I think it's a 6-book series, but they're all very small and compact and beautiful. The second book I read in January was Invasion of the Boy Snatchers, and this is my guilty pleasure, okay? This is a middle grade book. It's not even YA, I think. I don't know. I have no idea what genre this is. This is basically Gossip Girl as middle school girls. Growing up, The Clique, and if you don't know what The Clique is, you need to watch this movie, okay? The Clique was my favorite movie. It's a movie from 2008, and I think it's probably one of my most watched movies. I have watched this movie so much, and last year I started reading the books because there are like 16 books in this series, and the movie is only the first book. So I was a little bit curious to see what the books were all about, because I had no idea. Like, I had never read the books growing up. I just really liked the movie, so I started reading this series last year. And it's just like this silly story of like these girls that are almost teenagers. I think they're like in 7th grade in the story. Like, they're very young and they're very mean, and like they're the popular girls and things like that. It's just a very much that type of book, you know? It's nothing serious. It's not like amazing literature, but I think it's very funny, and I like reading a silly book while reading something that's more mysterious or something that's more dark. And also, when I started reading this series, I was in the middle of Holly from Stephen King, and I started reading the Clique series alongside it, so I had something more silly and like fun to read, because Holly was just very like gross in some parts, and it wasn't like scary, it was just like ugh, you know what I mean? This book in specific, it's about one of the girls from the Clique has her cousin from Spain stay like the year abroad with them, but she is a whore, and she's just like all into guys, you know, and she's claiming to have all this experience with guys, and all of the girls from the Clique are like a little bit like wait, what are you doing? Like, girl, that's too much. Like, and they're kids, like, mind you, they're really young girls.
I want to see how these girls from the story are going to grow up as the years go by. The author, Lizzie Harrison, she is writing a follow-up book. So there's gonna be like a follow-up book from the perspective like when they're grown up. And I really want to read that, so that's why I am binging this series.